site manager here at the Fort Worth Blend Plant. This is where we make our dispersible liquid concentrates, or DLCs. Come on in and I'll give you a tour. This is our on-site warehouse. This is where we keep all of our raw materials as well as all finished goods that are undergoing quality review. Everything that we manufacture here at the Fort Worth Blend site undergoes quality review. And here, let me show you our lab. Here's our on-site lab. This is our NIR, or near infrared spectrometer. Everything that we manufacture, as well as raw materials that we receive, are run on our NIR. And basically what the NIR does is that it takes a fingerprint of the material so we can compare it against a life standard. So for example, we ran a sample of our E600 DLC Premix and looks at its spectra to make sure it has what it's supposed to and it looks like everything else. I'll show you the rest of the warehouse. This is our sample retain area. We keep samples of all raw materials as well as finished goods that go through our site here. We have both finished goods, premix, as well as DLCs and raw materials, flushes, and we keep everything for at least 1 year. Everything is categorized as well as numbered, so we're able to pull a retain for something within 5 minutes. Here's our receiving area, where we inspect everything that comes to the Fort Worth site for production. This is where we actually apply the process control system labels as well as start the inspection process to receive the raw material. Here's actually an example of vitamin A-perphenate we received in yesterday. So everything that we receive in is documented on this form, where we document both the supplier, manufacturer, which we check to make sure are both approved supplier and manufacturers for that raw material. We make sure that the lot number that we received matches the rest of the documentation. A sample is also collected, which is then turned into the quality department, which then goes on NIR, and they review the C of A. So from what I can tell, this material has already been reviewed by quality. It checked both the approved supplier and the approved manufacturer, as well as all C of A requirements. So this product was released and ready for production. Here's some of the DLC ingredients we actually keep in the warehouse and are in our bulk tanks. We have our propylene glycol right here. One thing that I do want to point out is our process control system labels. So these labels are unique identifiers that are used in our process control system manufacturing process. Each label lists the product code, the product name, the lot number, as well as packaging number. So we're actually able to trace this raw material in our premixes and in our DLCs down to the packaging number. So it's great for traceability and quality. And this is a building block that's used later on in our manufacturing process. Welcome to our tank farm. Here's our PEG 400 and our polysorbate 80. These are used as emulsifiers and carriers in our DLCs. We also have our vitamin E tank as well as a soy oil tank that is used in some of the DLC formulas. The vitamins A and D are hand added from drums and swell jugs in the production room itself. Here's our DLC room. There's Josh over there. Hi Josh, wave for the camera. Matt, wave for the camera. We're manufacturing some pail mixes right now, but I'm going to run you through where we start with manufacturing, and then how we get finished product. My operators over there have everything already staged out and ready to go for this blend. As I mentioned before, in the warehouse, each of these have their unique identifier label that's connected to process control system. What my operators do is they use this label gun, which will read the barcode on the label, and they will cross-reference against the process control system. The process control system will say, yes, that's the correct material, and it'll also assign it to that blend for traceability. When everything is weighed out and ready to go, it is mixed in this mixing kettle. This is also tied to the process control system, and it's mixed for 20 minutes. When it's done mixing, it is transferred up through these pipes. It is transfer line, and it goes to 50 micron filters quality. After it passes through those filters, it goes to this mixing kettle, and from that mixing kettle, it is diverted either to toasted drums or, as we're doing right now, 50-pound pails. Let me introduce you to one of our DLC operators, Matt Gordon. Matt, what are you doing for us right now?
Right now, we're filling up the E600 mixes, the ambrings. Basically, put the pills in there, start it, start auto filling. As I'm doing that, get the next pills ready.
So as this is filling up to 50 pounds, you're getting ready for the next set. Well, that's the Fort Worth site. Thanks for visiting, and you're welcome to come by anytime.